Bitcoin broke out to the upside of the falling wedge last night, sending the entire crypto market back into a solid recovery. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svenson, and today we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum and also a few other metrics in the crypto market. So let's hop over into the live scene. The entire crypto market is experiencing a bounce back. Bitcoin is up nearly 7% in the past 24 hours. Ethereum up over 6.5% in the past 24 hours. And a lot of the top cryptos are up pretty big today. And that's not much of a surprise coming off of a major dump. Remember, guys, in a bull market, it's important to be generally bullish in a bull market, especially when you're in an uptrend and the fear and greed index hits a 27, lowest levels since the COVID-19 crash. This is what we were talking about yesterday in yesterday's video. We were talking about how, it's crazy that we're in this major uptrend, but the market is experiencing fear. And that is a buy signal, guys, right? That is a very important lesson for you. When you're in a bear market and people get excited on a bounce, that is a sell signal, right? When there's excitement on a bounce in a bear market, that's a sell signal. In a bull market, when the trend is up, or I should just point to here, in a bull market, when people get fearful to the downside, that is actually a buy signal, guys, right? So don't listen to the doomers and the gloomers in a bull market. That is a very dangerous move, right? And like I said in yesterday's video, the further the price goes down in a correction in a bull market, the better the buy, the worse the sell. So the further you go down, the better the buy in a bull market, because the trend is up, guys. The pressure in the market is up. And what we experienced over the past week or two was really no different. It was really no different than 2017. This was what I would call a 2017 style pullback, right? Even though it wasn't so far, it hasn't been as big. It's not 40% like in 2017, but it's still similar, right? We had a major run up, a short-term momentum shift to the downside, and we get bought back up, and now we're bouncing. So that's really, classic Bitcoin bull market action. And on the 4-hour chart, we had the bullish divergence on the MACD. We also had bullish divergence on the RSI. And even though there was a fake out to the downside, a nice dip to maybe stop some people out, a nice little stop hunt going on there, even though that happened, we did get that bullish divergence to play out. And now we're testing one of our fib targets here and a previous support. So if you go from high to low, we are currently testing the 382. That is our current resistance, which is also a previous support, but we're getting a direct touch off the 382. Now, let's move over and look at the previous dump that was almost exactly like this. If you guys remember, in February, we had another falling wedge correction, and we had fear just like this, right? People were getting all scared, thinking, is the bull market over? And then we rally out to the upside. So, guys, remember, even though obviously there are corrections in a bull market, the general pressure is up, so you're probably going to find some buyers at some point. So what can we expect from here on out? A lot of people are wondering, what can we expect now? Well, if the previous, market structure, the previous correction is any constellation to what's going to happen here, basically you could just expect some sideways action before maybe a continued recovery, right? The last thing that we would want to see is a lower high and then a break below our support. If we see that, then it's possible that we may be looking to go for a lower low, right, before actually getting a recovery. Something like that is also still possible. But as long as we can maintain higher lows from this point here on out, then I would say we're probably looking for a recovery in a test to new all-time highs once again. Yes, guys, new all-time highs once again. There's nothing wrong with Bitcoin's long-term trajectory, right? There's still nothing wrong. And I've gotten this question a lot the past few days. People are saying, because if you're a viewer of this channel, you guys should know that my prediction is that we're going to top out somewhere in the summer of this year, or we're going to probably see some of our most bullish action going into the summer of this year. And I think there's going to be a Wall Street ETF, a Wall Street Bitcoin ETF launched sometime this year at the peak of the bull market. I think it's going to be around the summertime. And people have been asking me the past few days, does this recent correction change your mind about your timeline? And it doesn't really change anything so far. I mean, at least not yet. We only saw basically one major down week. We've only seen one major down week so far in this entire bull market. Or I should say, so far in this correction. So no, it doesn't change my timeline at all, right? We can probably actually get a break into new all-time highs within the next month. After a correction like this, it takes probably around 4 to 5 weeks, right? So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're probably going to be breaking out again. So maybe a month, a little bit more than a month, and we'll probably be back and off to the races and testing new all-time highs. Right, so that's what I think. Maybe another month sideways, and then looking for a major breakout, following stock to flow and continuing this bull market, at least for now. On the contrary, guys, there is the potential weekly MACD cross, which is like a little bit worrisome. Though if we continue being bullish this week, we'll probably avoid this cross. If we're not bullish enough, we may actually confirm this bearish cross here. So that is one contrarian bearish signal. Though I think there is enough interest in crypto for us to continue bullish, right? Everybody and their mother is looking for an entry into this market right now on this dip. So I do think we're going to get bought up. I really do think we're going to get bought up. And overall, I'm extremely bullish, guys. I said on Twitter today, we are about to enter the crypto singularity over the next few months, where we moon harder and faster than you ever thought possible, soon to go past the point of no return to the outer limits of the cryptoverse. Put your spacesuits on, guys, and this is actually really what I think. We're at the stage right here where we're about to enter a major bubble, just like 2017. We found our first major top, a major pullback, and we're about to enter basically the bubble zone where we see major upside over the next many months. And we may be hitting prices like 250,000 in this bull run, right? Nothing has changed, right? That's really the big question on everyone's mind. Has something changed? No. It looks just like 2017, guys. It's actually kind of crazy how perfect these cycles are playing out, how perfect this cycle is playing out. We've been trending right along the midline of the stock to flow model. It's absolutely perfect for now, right? For now, at least that's what it seems like now. And also, Ethereum is sitting in an unbelievably bullish posture. If any of you guys have noticed this, look at Ethereum. It barely dipped with Bitcoin, and it's sitting right next to its previous all-time high. I believe that Ethereum is about to enter an area where it's going to see the most growth it's seen of the bull market so far. I think we're at that stage where Ethereum is about to see the most growth it's seen in the bull market so far. Kind of like how we broke this previous high in 2017, and we consolidated at that 45 level, right above the all-time high, and then pumped. For Ethereum, it's kind of similar. Right now, we broke above the previous 2018 all-time high. We consolidated in a pennant formation as well. It's almost a spinning image. And I think we're about to enter that next parabolic phase, the next major parabolic phase, right? It's pretty much the same setup. So Ethereum, I do have some targets sitting at 3,600 and also 4K, I think, is another possible target. Those are our fib extension targets. And also, Bitcoin dominance is collapsing. And this is all because Ethereum is starting to move, right? Ethereum takes up a huge part of the altcoin market. And yeah, guys, Ethereum is probably going to make, if Ethereum breaks out, Bitcoin dominance may actually start retracing all the way back to its low. And because we're only this far into the bull run, theoretically, right, this is just a prediction, and that we may have, many, many months leading into the summer of this year, right, if my prediction is going to be true. We're only halfway into the bull market, maybe a little less than halfway into the bull market, which means that Bitcoin dominance may actually have a shot at either testing the low 30 or even going lower. Possibly. We'll see. I think Ethereum is still completely undervalued. And if we see a good enough next few weeks, few months for Ethereum, right? If Ethereum really starts to increase its performance here, then we may actually be able to reach a price like 10,000 in this bull market, right? But Ethereum needs to start picking up the slack, which it is doing. And I think we're about to enter the biggest growth period for Ethereum in this bull market, right? Just like this area here. One of the biggest growth areas for Ethereum is coming, in my opinion. And I do think we're going to enter the crypto singularity, basically, which is like the bubble zone, the mania phase. So, guys, keep all that in mind. And remember, when you're in a bull market and people are scared, that's a buy signal, right? Just like 2017. When you're in a bull market and people get scared on a dip, that's a buy, right? So keep all this in mind. Keep all this in mind. I think that's it for me today, guys. If you enjoyed, hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. And subscribe if you're new. Subscribe if you're new. Leave your comments and your thoughts below. And if you want to support this channel further, you can join the Patreon by clicking that link below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.